Hi, Sean Massey here. Just wanted to invite you to log into your life and take a little inventory. Just thinking about how are things going? What's really working? What's really not working? When you check in with your heart, think about your work, your relationships, your body, your health, your goals, your dreams, your family. You might even want to take out a piece of paper and jot down those family, other relationships, which could be intimate partner, business partner, work life or your activities, how you're spending your time, what's your contribution, how are things with your body, with your health, are you living the life of your dreams, how's it going with goals that you've set for yourself. And just even consider either rating them on a scale of 1 to 10 or writing down any stories you have as you stop on each one of those topics. Just like go ahead and stop this video and sit with it for a minute. Take at least 10 seconds after you've kind of taken inventory and made your notes. And breathe, notice. In fact, let yourself be breathed. Nothing to do, but just sit with how's it going? I had a day yesterday where someone said something to me that really hit me. It was really interesting, how it seemed almost like, well, is this a self-esteem thing, or am I reacting to their criticism of me or their opinion of me, or I felt briefly like I was kind of placing their head higher, like, oh, they've got a better handle on what's going wrong in my life than I do. And even though I completely agreed with their observations about things that we could work on together, it's actually a potential employee, it still hit me hard, and I started thinking, well, wait a minute, what's wrong? And I've noticed that when I go into those places, it really helps just to honor the part of me that can't just jump right back on the bus, can't go ahead and act grown up around that person right now, can't necessarily think, well, where is it that I need to go? What do I need to do? How do I bring back my pretty much everyday love and life, easygoing equanimity, sort it all out self? And I loved that now I've gotten to the place when every now and then I go into that space and I know it signals a course correction. I just know it. So that's what I want for you too. When you look at these pieces and you really kind of take inventory and you say, nah, really, this is not really where I want it to be. After this long spiritual journey, after all I've invested, it's almost disappointing or embarrassing to think that, oh, I got this reaction to my husband, or this anger at something else, this level of anxiety that I carry around with me, feeling clueless about my grown children, where are the boundaries, what's my part, what's theirs. All of that, just really, it's not there. I'm not inviting you to beat yourself up at all. Just to trust that that's exactly where your life needs to be right now, and all it is a little wake-up call. And the invitation I have for you is to consider, if you have not already been able to consider whether or not you would want to be part of our year-long mastermind group. At each quarter, I'm starting to open it up, really a bigger opening biannually, but I had some people coming in September. We've got a couple people, which leaves only a couple slots. So if you have been watching this thing go by and seeing the intimate, deep connection, the deep work that takes place as a result of the group process, which also includes work with me, it also includes work with partner. It's not a huge time commitment every month, but it's a huge shift over the course of committing to a year to hit on each and every one of the issues, and to do it in the context of other people who are working on it themselves, and not just complaining or being hopeless or gossiping about their problems, but we really know what to do with it. And we really have so much fun and such a sense of humor about, you know, that we're all basically believing a lot of the same stressful thinking, and there really is the potential for change. Anyone who has been in that group will tell you that they were like a different person by the end of it, and those long-term issues that had been dragging on just started to look manageable, tangible, sustainable changes. So the invitation is, guess what? For the next week, we're actually going to take 25% off of that program. And if you want to click below, there's a link that shows the big description of it. The description doesn't go too deep, but it gives you enough to get an idea, and it also tells the costs, and it gives you a link to meet with me. I'm the gatekeeper of the group. I don't just let anybody in, but there are some people in our community, in our Happiness Hacks Facebook group, on our mailing list, that I know you would adore this group. You would get the shifts you're looking for. So I just want to put it out there. It really is a different world. I never had a group like this, even in all my training, where we went so deep and yet so intimate, so much fun. And there's also a retreat at my waterfront home included as a bonus. It's not really part of the program. It's not like you have to do it, but it's available. The program fee for the retreat is included. So click the link and just check out our pretty web page, and think about doing what I did. Was I stepped back from that issue, and by the next morning I was ready to go. I realized that issue and the person that was bringing it to my attention just brought me to exactly what it was I wanted to see, and it put the ball back in my court. I feel confident. I've already just moved so much in that direction in just this one day. Even my team noticed the difference. So all it was, these places that aren't what you want them to be, they're just there to show you the thinking that whatever needs to get woken up in you to live the life of your dreams. So come along if you want. Check in with me this week. Grab an appointment time. We're starting on September 5th again with a couple new people and the continuing people, and we'd love to include you. Take care. Bye.